Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
We've got this. Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set. Right 57. Let's go. You tighten up. Slam.
This one caught by Isabella. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, third fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen. Watch out. He's checking. Crash.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Just like that. Switch. Check your hot read. Rush in. Run left. Some motion. Alert flare. Alert. Hey, check 20.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Right over there, right over there. Good, guys, 4 down, 4 down. I don't think you got it, son.
Throwing is Wilson. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check, check, check. Zebra. Check, check, check. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 36. Check the backer.
Now it's Carson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Safety's creeping.
It's a gain
Check
of
3.
2. Brings up 3rd
Check.
and 3.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Safe. Hey, alert. 14, find it. Gun. 50 against the mic. Coming.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Move the team. 12. He's checking crack. Check 13. Deuce. Sponge. No. Alert. 58's the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
14. Kill. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 15. Check. Alert. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the
Here's the 2nd-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 bucks. Check 31. Run left. Tighten up. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Get done.
On the move to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
At the 22-yard line.
Blue Eddie. 50. It's our time. Hey. Check 52. You go tight. You got tight. Run left. Joker. Shoot. Check 99.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Mark 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Slam, slam.
40. Hey, 0.
Check 37.
Front left.
Twist. Watch that. Bang.
Good, 4 down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run down here with Pro-Size. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cardinals' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
'54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the slant.
Touch 50.
10. Watch twist.
They'll try to run with Carson.
Watch the twist.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They run for it with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the 27, Murray is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 56 yards.
And a Cardinal first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. He's coming. We got double up.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
43. I'm coming for you.
I'll go special.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Oh,
Here's Wilson to throw again. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Aces. Mike 54 is a part of that.
One left.
25. Check 25. Jam. Undercrunch. Hey, watch it.
Penny, a 1st down carry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
54. And watch your lane. Hatchet.
Hold. 40.
Right there. 54.
Hey, 0.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From the 44, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check. Watch 54. Not here. Check nickel. Big edge. Check 4.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Lady. 43's the mic. Army. Kill.
Hey, 0.
43. Hey, defense, let's go. 43's the mic. Ready? Out. Any weapon. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Check, 43.
Check.
You. Shit.
Rolling to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. makes it 3rd and 8.
Green 80.
Mike Spike 4.
Hey guys, 4 down, 4 down. Run left, run left.
Jack. Wahoo.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that.
They got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back, huh?
Check. Watch out. He's checking. Crash.
On 2nd and 2, Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And Paul has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now Murray off play action. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Three's the mic. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 40. That's it.
Wilson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. To try again after the sack. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Alert. Watch the run. Gun. Check. Took right. Ball trot. Check. Lucky. Mike,
on 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Check. Switch. Check out read. Rush in. Alert flare.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Check. Watch 54. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Alert. Tight dog. Check 43. Watch the air. Check. Zoom.
Wilson will throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Check 24.
Hey, 0.
Back. Check.
They'll toss it out to Carson. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Alert.
23 in the mark. Watch the run.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Myers' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
36, 30. Watch safety creep. Safety creeping. Check 3.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Cardinals.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, here, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3. We got 3. Check. Shit. Watch the shit. Safe. safe. He's free. Check 13. Check 13. Anyway.
A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Right there. 54, right there. 54. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
43 is the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Move the team. 43 is the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Chance. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Open man is Kirk, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Mike's by 4. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Joker, 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 Joker. Shoot. Check 99. Check 99.
Good guys, 4 down.
Slam. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
I'll go special.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
40.
Bang. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, switch gears. SOS.
Gun.
SOS. Check 3.
Gun.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
54. Mike 54.
14.
Under 10. 10.
Good job right there.
Watch
1 left.
Wahoo. 3. Check 3.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
Smart that.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Fresno.
Good.
They run it with Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Alert 3. Quick the edge. Come. He's coming. We got double up. Switch.
They run again with Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Check Mike 54.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 93 yards. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shoot, shoot. Match box. Right. Check 24, check 24.
Running from the gun, Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 13-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Drop deep, slay, slay.
Second down and goal. Murray being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Kill, kill, kill. Check 26, check 26.
On second down now. It's Carson, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And Dixon has it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, this one complete to Gresham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, twist, twist. Alert.
Check 49, check 49.
Check.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's got Gresham. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go double count right here, double count. One block.
54 Mike.
19.
Switch.
Here's Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Rush in.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go. 14.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Tight dog.
Fair.
Check 43.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
I got you. Watch the eye. Show it up. Show it up. Hop up. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Powers through. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
What's left?
Now Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A loss of 14 on the play. It's 2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells